Hey everyone, Kevin with Robertson's Power and Sports. Today, I want to talk about snow checks and give you another snow check update. Many of you have probably seen our previous snow check updates, and I'm just going to lump Polaris and Skidoo all into one because it's really the same thing for both at this point. So let's dive right into it. A lot of stuff to cover. First off, one of the things that I've been seeing online and hearing about is people talking about that they feel they're not getting straight answers from the dealer. They're getting the runaround from the dealer concerning shipping times. And, 1 minute, they hear one date or the dealer doesn't have a date for them and they feel like they're getting the runaround. So I'm going to tell you something. I can speak for many dealers that you are not getting the runaround from them. They're shooting you straight. They don't have the information. It's basically what it boils down to. And the information that we do have, is changing daily. So literally changing daily. And so you may call a dealer and say, "Hey, what's going on with my snow check?" They'll give you a date, an estimated ship date. Tomorrow, it could be completely different. It could have no ship date tomorrow, and that's the reality. So don't feel like you're getting the runaround. Trust me. We're receiving, I can't tell you how many calls a day and people stopping by asking about their snow checks. And, we'll give you the most up-to-date information. But keep in mind that information is here today, but could be gone tomorrow. So you can't get upset with us when that date moves. We have zero control over any of this. So no, your dealer's not giving you the runaround at all. They're just telling you what they know, or if they don't know, they don't know. I can say for us here at Robertson's, I'm in contact with our reps for Skidoo and Polaris at least 2 times a week, poking them for information, trying to get whatever I can out of them to be able to give you the best information regarding your snow check. So when you come in or you call and we say, "Hey, listen, the date as of right now is this. I don't have any more information." It's not because we're just trying to brush you off. That's not the case at all. And please don't take it that way. It's because we already had this conversation with our rep, whether it was a couple hours ago, a day ago, 2 days ago, and we've also, the 5 people before you that have called asking about snow checks. This is the information that we have. So please don't feel like we're just brushing you off. It's, we've already had these conversations with our reps, whether it was, like I said, just a couple hours ago, a day ago. So until something changes, there's no information that I can give you, any updated information. And also, to be able to keep track of all these changes and to keep everyone up to date on every minor change that's going on with their snowmobile is physically impossible for, I'm going to tell you, a majority of the dealers. Most of us, we run, very small staffs. And this whole trying to manage, what's going on top of all the day-to-day stuff, it's very challenging for sure. So, every time that phone rings and it's a snow check update, we take those calls, we give you the best information that we can, but keep in mind that's taking time out of our day of doing our very normal stuff too. So, managing it all has become a challenge. It's not anything that we want to deal with. So we want those sleds here as quickly as possible, completed and out to you just as fast as you want them. We'll talk about delayed components. Yes, snowmobiles are coming in that are not complete, on both sides, Polaris and Skidoo. So that there is something we have to manage as a dealer too, because now, we have to go through, figure out what sleds are complete, what sleds aren't, what can be built, what can't be built, are all the components here for it? Are all the accessories here for it? No. If the answer is no, then we leave the machine in the crate until everything is here to be completed. And the reason why we do that is we don't want to go ahead and set a snowmobile up and then have to add a bunch of accessories after and then disassemble the sled. It's just super inefficient. So on top of all the snow checks, and keep in mind that this was a record year for snow checks, and I think every dealer will say the same thing. So we're very busy with that stuff, but on top of it, we still have day-to-day service going on. We still got Sea-Doo winterizations coming in, ATVs, side-by-sides, and snowmobile preseason services. So there's a lot of moving parts going on right now within the dealer that not a lot of people would realize or would understand. So the other issue that dealers are running into, and one of the reasons why we really want to get your stuff out to you, is we have a lot of accessories that you picked out to put on your snowmobile sitting around waiting, and all that stuff takes up space. So now the parts guy's coming down saying, hey, we're running out of space. We need to get some of this stuff out of here. Yes, I know, but the snowmobiles aren't ready to get built yet. The sales guy's coming in saying, hey, we're running out of snowmobiles. I need more stuff to sell. Yes, I understand. We're working on it. And then you have the setup guy in the shop that's saying, hey, I need stuff to set up. Where is everything? So internally, everybody's asking the same question. We all want these snowmobiles here. We want to get them out to you as quickly as we can. That way there you can get out and enjoy the snow. So I know that it's snowed up north. People are really starting to get the itch. But I just continue to ask you to be polite. Don't be rude to people. Don't shoot the messenger. We're just trying to give you all the information that we can, and it will change daily sometimes. And, I'll go in every morning. Part of my routine when I get here is I look to see what the shipping updates is for everything, for all brands and all models, just to kind of see what's going on. And every day there's a change. So give you an example. A very good buddy of mine, he was here last week, says, hey, any update on my Snowcheck? Right? Go figure. Imagine that. Someone asked about their Snowcheck. So I said, yeah, not a problem. I look into it. And I said, estimated ship week of December 20th. Oh, okay, he says. He knows it was originally supposed to be here in November, but understands what's going on in the world today. So as long as we get it before our trip in January, good to go. So, okay, perfect. The very next day, the very next morning I get here, I go in, I log in, and where it said estimated ship week, it says nothing now. Just shows the estimated delivery month of November. How frustrating is that? So that is what is happening right now. And this, like I said, is daily. We log in and things are changing. So no, your dealer's not giving you the runaround. When the next time you call and say, well, you told me the estimated ship week was December 20th. How come now you're telling me that there is no scheduled ship date? Because that's what happened. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. I've asked the reps. I've, dug and dug to get as much information as I can. There is no rhyme or reason to it. And the other question that's come up a lot is, how come, I see people online, they're getting their particular model, pick a model, we'll call them Mach Z, right? How come out west I'm seeing that they're getting their Mach Zs, or, in the Midwest they're getting Mach Zs, but there's no Mach Zs here on the East Coast yet? I don't have that answer. I don't know the internal workings of BRP. I don't have that answer for you. I've tried, I've asked. They're not going to give it to me. So understand that just because you see a certain, model somewhere doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be here. And why do they have some models that are being delivered right now and the same model not being scheduled to be delivered until sometime in February or March? I don't know. I wish I had the answers to understand and be able to give them to you. And I hate to say it, but you probably wouldn't like the answer, nor would I. So it's better. I don't know what's better, having an answer that we don't like or not having an answer. You tell me. I don't know. But that's what we're dealing with. So I just wanted to take a minute, give you a little bit of an update as to what's going on. Please continue to be patient with your dealers. They're doing the absolute best they can. I know it's frustrating. It's frustrating for everybody. This is not what I want to be dealing with for sure. Not what you want to be dealing with. You have trips planned. Many of you have already sold your sleds and now don't have a sled. And I have heard this too. Customers just saying, well, I'm just going to back out of my Snowcheck and try to go find something. Guys, there's not much out there at all. Trust me. I know. We had one of the largest inventories of leftover snowmobiles, and in the last week, it's all but gone. I mean, there's a handful of sleds left, so there's not a lot out there. And I will tell you this, that, I haven't seen anything, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, maybe you've seen something different, but I have not seen anything that's indicating that this thing is going to turn around anytime soon. So let's just say you go ahead and cancel your Snowcheck and you decide you want a Snowcheck one for next year. Who's to say that we're not in the same boat? Now, I hope things change, but there isn't any indications that things are changing anytime soon. So continue to be patient. It is what it is. I hate to say it that way. Again, frustrating for everybody involved. But I think that if you back out of your Snowcheck, you may be right up against it next year. We as a dealer have sleds that we ordered to be able to put on the floor that aren't scheduled to be here until February, and some of them in March. Your instant reaction is, well, I don't want a snowmobile in March. I ain't going to sell a snowmobile in March. But think long term. And what will happen is if we don't take those snowmobiles, we won't have anything on the floor for next fall to be able to show for people to come in and buy. So I think one thing, that I can tell consumers today is we need to get in the habit of thinking almost 6 to 8 months ahead. Your knee-jerk reaction today, that's fine, but what is going to happen 6 to 8 months from now? So I think you're better off sitting tight. Hopefully that these snowmobiles will come in sooner rather than later, and that way there we can get you out in the snow. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to give me a call at 207-324-5502 or stop by the store. Again, I'm going to give you the information that we have today, but keep in mind, please, if you take one thing from this video, things are changing daily. Do not hold us to it. Don't shoot the messenger. We're doing the best we can, and we want to see you on the snow as well, out there enjoying it with friends and family. So for now, and I will say that Skidoo is going to be having an update in the next week or so. Any good information that comes out of that, I'll definitely pass it along to you. So in the meantime, sit tight, be patient, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.